Hello and welcome to Walk With Me, the podcast. I am your host, Bédard, and today I'll invite you to embark on the journey that is as simple as it is profound, the act of walking together. Now, the name Walk With Me is intentional, me is my initials, Marie, but it also stands for me as in each one of us. So this podcast is a place where I want us to explore life, death, everything in between and beyond. Over the years, I've witnessed that growth and evolution can be daunting for a lot of people, but when we get out of our heads and walk the path together, something truly magical happens. We collapse time, we tap into our inner wisdom, and unlock amazing potentialities. So this journey is not just about walking. It's more than just putting one foot in front of the other. It's about exploration. It's about the deep connections we form with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us as we move through life. So together, we'll dive into the discoveries of science, the teachings of the heart, and the revelations of the soul. From the frequency of the Black Forest and Journey where I live, I'll be added some sacred feminine wisdom and collective consciousness. We'll explore how everything shapes our lives and our path. So lace up your shoes and let's walk together on this path of growth and evolution. Hello. Today I wanted to share a little piece of where I live in the Black Forest by taking you on the regular walk along the little river that is next to our house. Now I want you to imagine that you are here with me and that you came to work on deepening and different aspects of your being in person while you're doing a VIP experience with me, and you are living in one of the Ferienwohnungen along the river, and I invited you to come join me and to start walking along the river. So we meet next to the bridge that is where the parking is. There's a path that goes into, we don't know where, but it follows a valley. You can see right and left the tree lines that are coniferous mainly, which means that no matter if it's the winter or the summer, it's always green. Always green. And those trees are really tall trees. And they are very slim. And most of them have no branches for the first third half of them. It allows them to really grow closely together. And in some parts of the forest, they grow so tightly together, and the canopy is so dense that even at noon during a bright summer day, it is pitch black in the forest. That's why they called it the Black Forest. Did you know this? So we're slowly walking. It's a conventional sort of dirt gravel path. And as we walk, on your left, you see that the river is flowing. Now it's a small little river, maybe 3-4 meters wide, with a lot of little cascades. And on your right, there's a little hill that goes up, and there's another path there, which is a street that goes to the Stausee. So that goes to the reservoir, the water reservoir that is upstream of where we are. Now we live in a part of the Black Forest that is protected because of that, because it's one of the biggest reservoir of fresh water, of drinkable water in the region, so we protect it. Now we're walking and you see little cabins, wooden cabins here and there, and there's a garden, which is the garden of my neighbor. It's a very closely knit little town that I live in. It's actually a little village that is in two different parts. And one of the parts where we live, which is the higher part of the village, only has 300 souls or so. I'd say a quarter of the houses are apartment to rent for the tourism, which means that we have people from France, people from Belgium, all over Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, that come here to enjoy the beauty of this place. Now, as we continue walking, the path gets closer to the river and we hear it. We hear the stream going down, little cascades. There's a few more wooden cabins that are used for tools. There's even a little house that used to be a forestry conservation house that is no longer used, but it's still there. Now, as you settle in where you are, I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Notice how fresh the air is. We're really close to the stream. And even the summer month when it's really, really warm, the stream is actually coming from that reservoir, but it's mainly composed of little sources, underground sources that go in and feed the stream. So the water temperature is always at 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, which keeps the air cool, fresh. It almost quenches your thirst, even if you're not drinking the water. That thirst that we have for more oxygen, for more spaciousness. Now, as you continue to breathe without forcing anything, and you're looking around, we come to a little passage where the trees become denser. We're close to the water. The hill that was on your right side is now complete forest. And as you look at the leaves that have turned in different colors, tones of yellows and oranges, if it's in the fall, if it's in the spring, those buds that are exploding in softer shades of green, or in the summer, you can actually see that there is blackberries everywhere. And we're coming to a clearing here, another clearing that also has a little wooden cabin. There's a little bridge that goes over the stream. And on the other side, there's actually a place where there's a old wood chute for forestry. It's been maintained because we do once in a while some events which show how back in the old days they were getting the big logs of trees sliding down in the forest paths, in the chutes, all the way to the stream. And those big tree trunks were navigated by forest people all the way down to even the Netherlands. very far. So the economy here is really based on tourism and forestry, mainly. The contact with the nature is really conserved, and you can feel that there's some interest, deep interest in keeping it that way. Now, as you continue to breathe without forcing anything, you're going to feel under your feet the earth. With each step that you're taking from the heel, the sole, and the tips of your toes that propulse us forward. And for a few more steps, I want you to concentrate on that. On your right now, there's another clearing that goes up and you can see a house in between the tree line. And on your left, the river that swooshes, cascades. And we're coming to the point that is the freshest one, the point that is the most, there's like a nook here, a little nook where the river kind of curves a little bit. And you can see one of those streams, those sources streams, it goes in, which makes like an accumulation of colder air. This is a place where when there's the hot air and the cold water, it becomes very eerie. There's a thick fog that is produced by the conversion of the two, and that kind of floats over the stream. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but we had a loud sound of water, and now we're just coming in a place where it becomes calmer. And it's interesting because some of us love the sound of the stream, and some of us love those little spots where the sound of the stream stops. It kind of like hangs in between. And in life, if we can really notice those moments, those micro moments that are in between other moments, we can really start to feel more in presence. As we actually turn towards the river, there's a big heron that just takes off and flies right in front of her face, right in front of her eyes. The stream is pristine, clean, clear, fresh water with fishes that are abundant, which attracts those beautiful birds that herons are, that perch in the trees, that move in the water on their long legs so graciously. Now we've come to a place where the water forms a deeper pool. And if we have the dogs with us, I just unhook the leashes and I let them go in the water. Now Loki loves to go taste the water of the stream in different places. And Nanook loves to slide into the stream at that very spot of the pool, precise spot, and she floats and turns her body towards facing the stream that is coming towards her, facing the current. And for a few moments, she lets herself being lifted by that buoyancy. And I just love these moments because in life, often we forget that when we move in certain ways, facing the circumstances and the stream, we can find buoyancy to lift us up and to navigate better and to navigate more efficiently. Now there's a red bench next to us. Those red benches are all across the Black Forest. They are meant to invite the hikers to just sit down and enjoy the nature, enjoy the sounds, the smell, enjoy the views. When we left Canada, we had a beautiful house with a wonderful backyard that we loved. And as painful as it was to leave it behind, I am so grateful that we have followed our guts and that we have followed our dream to come here and to be blessed with this incredible backyard of ours in the forest with the stream and the views and the nature. Now take 3 big breaths in and out, and in and out. And as we turn around to move back where we came from, I'm going to let you enjoy a few more seconds of the sound of the stream.
Thank you for being part of today's episode and walking with me. As the seasons of life shift, we hold the power to navigate our path with courage, intuition, and wisdom, and embrace change with an open heart, for within it lies the potential for remarkable growth and evolution. If this conversation resonated with you, please subscribe on your favorite platform, leave a heartfelt review, and share it on social media. If you know someone who would benefit from this episode, I'd be honored if you shared it with them. You can stay connected with me on social media, where I continue to share insights and inspiration. And for a deeper connection, you can join my Telegram community for exclusive content and real-time conversation. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until our next encounter, keep exploring, embracing change, and finding joy in every moment. And remember, you can always come back here and walk with me.